Beyonce at the Grammys, Kendrick at the Grammys, Rihanna at the Grammys. Suddenly, African is fashionable and these Western artists are wearing us like trophies they have stolen, appropriating our culture like they are giving us foreign aid. I find it strange. We eat their music like it feeds us without realizing our culture is the seasoning. I remember 2016. Kendrick Lamar puts a picture of borderless Africa on a screen, the Grammy audience in awe, everybody applauds. I feel like a fishnet. Used to catch all the money he was making. 2017, French Montana turns Ugandan kids to fishnets too. Put some ghetto kids in an unforgettable video. Nobody realized that the song was about sex. I used to think we were poor. But you can use Africa to sell anything nowadays. I saw Beyonce on a stage singing about freedom. Drums and tribal dancers in the back. If she wasn't so busy pretending to be African, she would notice the contradiction. I am not a jacket. You can't take the African off, then put it back on when it's convenient. Real Africans don't have that option. We can't just run away from where we come from. Believe me, we've been trying to. You see 7 a.m. queues at the American embassy. Families applying for visa and my mother doing green card applications like she's trying to fly away from herself. My brother found a job in Canada. He wants to come home, but 2 more years he gets a passport he can use to make his skin less black. My cousins moved to America, but still want to send their last name back. So when these Western artists think they really represent us, the truth is they have no idea how it feels to be like us. Because to have your culture pillaged is to be like us. To be afraid of politicians is to be like us. To have no water at home is to be like us. Miss Beyonce, Miss Rihanna, Mr. Kendrick Lamar. You think being a nigga is hard? You've never been an African. You've never had to carry your culture above your head just to stop the world from looking down at you. You've never had to bleach your mother's tongue just to get people to understand you. You never had to sell your own soul just to buy a fifth of freedom or bury where you're from so people look at you different. If being an African is cool now, answer me this. How can our culture be in fashion but only cool when someone else wears it? How can the African story be trending but only sell when someone else tells it? Where is this coolness that they speak of? Because I see an African in the mirror every day and try to smile at that reflection like I'm trying to convince him to stay. Like I'm fighting to believe my culture is worth keeping. So Beyonce, Rihanna, Kendrick, please, if you're really trying to help, just show me how you've made money from trying to look like me. Because if I can make $100 million from pretending to be African, I would not be pretending.